Hey, welcome back, my
Yo,
boy.
boy, what's good? What's good? Ready to do another one, huh?
Yeah, definitely. It's another Wednesday.
Yo, go live entertainment all day, right?
Exactly. How
Yeah,
you
man. How
been?
you doing today? I'm good. You?
I'm good too, man. Just
I'm,
hard,
I'm
long
tired as
day at
fuck.
work, but we're back at it.
Yeah, you was in the streets today.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, I clocked in this morning, but the pups and the dogs got me. Boy, like I was about to
No,
take
I
a
know.
nap
I saw
outside.
that post you posted about that boy, the little fawn one. That boy's
Yeah, yeah.
huge. How old are they now?
They'll be 5 weeks tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. See?
I should go snag them real quick.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, show them off.
Let me go get that monster. I think he'll chill the whole time too. That's
Oh
that boy
yeah,
right
there you
there,
go.
bro. Massive monster size for real. Like no stress, no nothing. So loving
Yeah,
him the
yeah,
whole torso.
definitely.
Man, like I like him a lot. One thing I like about him is like first time I put him outside, like all of him, he was
Yeah.
the most confident, just roaming, doing his thing, didn't care about nothing, exploring everything, and that's where I really got to see his disposition, like his top line, his rear, and it's literally when he just took a stance, I was like, "Hey, yo, you stay." Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he don't have like look because he don't have the head type I'm going for,
Okay.
but everything as far as bone, like size, I can just breed him back to grandma and get that back. Just add that in. You feel me?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. What
What's up,
up, my
Martin?
boy?
What's
What's
up,
going on? What's
Gabriel?
going on?
Man,
You guys hear me?
chilling, chilling. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
can
can hear
hear and
you.
see you.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the camera up. Let's do it.
Yeah, Martin is saying what's up from Instagram.
What up, Martine?
What's going on?
How things up in the whole Northeast state?
Any
Oh, we
Bigfoot
on,
sightings?
Right?
That's Bigfoot, right? The Pacific Northwest.
yeah,
They say that's what they say, but
out there in the. So I know Ernest, you wanted to kind of recap back on where we left off last week with Megan
yeah,
Moore, and I think it was about structure and a breeze standard and type.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, what's up, Pasul? Martin? Martin talking about he saw Bigfoot.
Mhm. You see, I'm telling
Martin,
you, he's out there.
Martin, Martin's gonna get rich. But yeah, like I would like to pick up on that, like what structure should be as far as what the standards calling for, as well as what the public is saying the structure should be, and just kind
Okay.
of like put it out there what people should be looking for, that may not know what structure truly is. I mean, because you know that word kennel blindness. People just
Yeah.
don't know. Like you think your dog is all that in a bag of chips, but he's missing the chips out the bag. You feel
Yeah. Yeah.
me?
So, do you feel that structure? It doesn't matter what kind of dog or breed it is. Structure is structure, right?
I kind of agree with that because the other day I was watching. I don't know which one it was. Eukanuba, Westminster, something, and I believe it was Saturday morning, whatever day, or the day after Thanksgiving or something.
They
Or
had
was
it
it
on
a
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving show?
Yeah.
No, I was okay. Then it must have been a rerun because I was watching it while I was at work, and I'm
Okay.
just seeing it on the TV. And what I'm doing is just looking at every dog, and I'm noticing that the skeletal is pretty much the frame the same. The shoulder lay back, the top line, to the rear angulation, to where the hock should fall. It's like every dog is falling under that category.
Mm. So let's say a Chihuahua with a Great Dane structurally should be the same, right?
I mean, yeah, if that's what you want to use.
No, that's what I'm saying because I'm just saying
Yeah,
all breeds.
it should
Yeah,
all
yeah.
yeah, it should have that lay back, shoulder lay back, the top line, and the rear angulation. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Because I think because I look at it in all the breeds I got. My
Yeah.
American, same. My oldie should be the same. And then the Boer Bull, I think I sent you the thing. Like it's basically all the same. Like I don't
Yeah,
see
that's
any
true.
different. Like, and
Do do
I
you
was about
feel
to say
that
something.
in the oldie um is there kind of are there lacking, let's say, shoulders in that breed? Like shoulders are rolled over like to the front.
I think it's a lot of breeds. I mean, I'm not just gonna say the oldie.
Okay.
Um, I think the oldie, honestly, I see a lot in the oldie. I see a lot of good muzzle type. I see a lot of good shoulder type and good broad chest. There are some that I see that have the rolled elbows and shoulder. But I think in the oldie, my biggest concern in the oldie is the rear angulation. That is my biggest concern. Because I see a lot of straight stifle and lack
Okay.
thereof of rear in the oldie.
So here, I know you send me the Boer Bull diagram.
Yeah.
So here, let me put it up here.
So we're gonna give a shout out to my
Can you
mans
see it?
right there. Yeah, let's first give a shout out to
Of
my mans
course.
right there. That is my boy, my dog, my homie. That is Cold River Boer Bulls Eli. That's who owns the
Definitely.
dog. The dog's name
Hey,
is
shout out
Sun
Eli.
Wukong.
I
Yeah,
know
y'all
we
want to
got
know
something
what he's
planned with
doing over
him.
there? Yeah, we got a podcast coming up with him. But yo, go check him out. His dog's son just pulled over 16,000 pounds. Probably a
I saw
world
that.
record for Boer Bull. Yeah, he mashed that a few weeks ago. But he posted this about like dogs fitting structures, and he's been breeding dogs for forever. And he had a situation in the ring where his dog didn't win, and it's like, yo, you can take my dog and put it right inside that,
Yeah.
and the judge, you can fit that dog completely in that image. But guess what? You lost to a dog with a lesser ring,
Mm.
lesser wear, and a lesser gait. Like, bro.
Okay, I see. I see.
So
So do you
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
that?
so
but
Go
who?
ahead.
According to who?
of course, what
Yeah, you said that there was a lesser dog. According to who was it the lesser dog?
man, everybody that saw it, but the judge picked it.
But and this is a perfect thing because
That's
it goes
that
back.
politics right there.
But then again, it could be politics, but then that's why I think a lot of people don't like to talk about it because then it leads into that every time. And then
Yeah.
one of the comments that first started is like, "Hey, you lost and you lost, right?" Now,
Yeah.
Yeah,
every other person, then every time you lose, you're like, "Oh, well, my dog was better." I'm not saying this case because I've never even seen any of that, but I'm
Yeah.
saying in
yeah,
general, right? Because then it starts turning into that, and everybody has their bias, and everybody has their right. And you could put 20 people, and 10 are gonna say, "Oh, better," "Oh, not
right,
better." So that's why it gets, and I can see why. That's why some people don't like to talk about it because then you start getting into that, like when is it political and when is it not,
Correct.
right?
right.
Yeah.
Let's say it's not political. Let's say it's visual. You're
Okay.
gonna like the judges might pick what they see, but if how can you not see that dog is fitting perfect structure? Like, how do you not
No,
see that?
no, I agree with you there, but at the same time, like Gabriel was saying, we we don't know how the other dog looked, right? We're basing it.
Yeah, I
You're
wish I
saying
could
it
do a
because of the
comment on the
rear,
dog.
but
Yeah,
at the same time, it's a lot of parts that play to it. Maybe him stacking the dog looks well, but then you have movement. You have the head type and everything, and
yeah,
yes, right there, that that dog definitely fits the diagram that's below. But we don't know how the other dog looked as well. So
Yeah.
like
yeah,
Gabriel said, then that's where the whole political thing plays in as well, whether if it is or not.
yeah.
And we seen that too, where it's like at that moment they weren't stacking, right? Like that's
Yeah,
like one shot at that second. I don't know how long they were standing that where it's perfectly where the judge could see. Because I've been in the ring
yeah,
with Dennis when that has happened. It's like this dog is clearly better because we know both dogs, but this dog is not cooperating. It's sitting down. It maybe it's, you know, it's stacked up for 2 seconds, or me as a handler, you know, I got him hung over or too spread out, or the legs. So it could be like, and then somebody like with more experience.
What up, Sykes?
They could see something better, and they're, you know, doing magic on their dog, and I'm like, dang, you know, right.
True.
So he gets to the nitty gritty. What's going on, man?
What, Casey? That is a South African Boerboel, African Mastiff. But you can look them up if you want.
Yeah. Well, here, let me put another. Maybe this will help. And since this is the breed that I work, I'll put a American Bulldog. Not the best, but this is what I found, and you know, it kind of just shows.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at that earlier, but I just looking at it like it's giving exactly like what piece of the body is.
He's just breaking down what it is each part. Yeah.
But I don't see like I see the shoulder layback. It's a drawing, but there's a lack of rear in that diagram.
Yeah, I feel it needs more angulation too.
Yeah.
Here, hold on. Hey, what's up, Salvador?
So Casey, I breed oldies, Americans, and Boerboels. This whole subject and everything is just basically overall structure standard. And we'll break down breeds that we all take part in. They breed old Americans. I breed all three.
Yeah.
What is this? Oh, someone said what's up from Central Valley.
What's going on?
Oh, okay. Yeah, Martin. I see what Martin's saying. Yeah. He's saying he likes the front
half. Yeah. I like that front half too.
Definitely.
No, what do you guys think is the hardest part of a dog to correct?
The hardest part for what?
If you have an incorrect structure, what's the hardest part to correct?
For me, is the rear.
I agree. Like people don't realize, like, if you have a bad rear, it could take you up to 5 generations to even clean that up and fix it. Like that takes a lot of work.
Yeah,
like, so this is not your
pedigree. I've heard people say that, like, but I agree. I think rear's hard, but I heard people say like height, right? Like you start like going somewhere and like start adding height, right? And then it's hard to get back away from that because then you have, you know, these super tall dogs.
But I don't know. Like I don't know if that's like for me. I mean, that's height is everything I go for anyway. But I don't know, like picking like because every puppy in your litter, you know, they all don't end up in the same height. Because I can look at this one, all mine are like, you know, all over the place.
It's a variation for it.
Yeah. I just think
but everybody's puppies look good. That's why everybody posts their puppies when they're babies, because everybody looks good. And they get that 6 months, 1 year, 2 year. You're like, whoa, nobody looks the same no more.
Nobody wasn't. Hey, put that up.
Whoa.
But like that's
which litter is that from?
Yeah.
But that's part of it. It happens to everybody. And people say it doesn't happen to them.
Yeah, no. And I agree with Martin 100%. It's, you know, rear is hard. Too many parts and super polygenic. That is true. There's a lot of moving parts to it, you know, to fix that rear. And like Ernest said, you'll need a couple of generations to get it right.
Yeah. So like if you have a bad rear, you want to breed to a dog that has a solid rear, solid pedigree, known to throw rear. Keep the best dog with the best rear. Then you got to bring it back to another solid dog with rear. But remember, don't go too far outside of that pedigree so you don't lose consistency. Like, you know, keep a dog to bring it back to the dad.
Yeah, definitely. And then, like, I keep saying it. Selection is key.
Oh, selection is everything.
You
So
know.
like even through like my mix, like with me creating my own breed, like there's a lot I have to look at. Now, like this dude, he has the more boreable muzzle and everything else like that. But I'm not. I know in his pedigree, I have the genetics. So I'm looking at his behind the ear back, right?
Okay.
So that way I can bring this back to grandma. So I can start getting more of the more bone, the more height, and everything else like that. And then I got that boy Ogun. He's bulldog all the way. He's the only bulldog in it. And I knew that was going to happen because it's 100% outcross. So I have to be completely selective and be honest with myself with what I'm picking, what I'm keeping, and what I'm going forward with. Like you have to. And you have to know the reason why you're taking that dog. People will take the dog like, oh, he's cute, yada, yada. Cuteness, not even close. Like this dude right here, you know me and my dog. I love a confident dog. Old boy right here, super confident. Bro, when the police sirens went by, man, everybody kind of backed up. Homeboy was like, what is that? And went forward. I was like, hey, yo. And, he was exploring. He was doing his own thing. And, like, he's the most, like, energetic. Like, I open the door. He comes leading the way. Like, yo, what's that? I'm like, yo, my boy. So he just has that pure, that great confidence. And even his disposition when he stands, he stacks. Bro, that shoulder layback top line regulation. I'm like, yo, I got to keep that. Then I have Ogun. Ogun is super thick bones, nice paws, whole nine, but he has my head type. So in order to get it, I need to keep everything like bits and pieces so I can tighten it up. So that's where you got to be really selective. Why are you getting it? Why are you keeping it? Why are you breeding it? True. Like you always, then everything you do, this is my biggest thing. Then everything I do doesn't matter what it is. I ask why. Why? Why do I want to keep that puppy? Why am I selecting that one? Why am I doing this breeding? Without a why or a purpose, it's pointless. And that's I don't think anybody really asks why.
Yeah, just like Pasu saying in his comment,
What is this?
It's the why.
Hey, exactly. It's the why. And know what that I was just like, if you're not doing the why, you're just doing it because, then why are you doing it?
True.
That does not make any sense. Let me go put dude down.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I can hear you. We can still keep chit-chatting. I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, you don't breed to breed. It has to be a purpose of why you breeding those two dogs. What you're trying to accomplish or create from there. Because it does take time, anybody could put two dogs and be like, hey, let's see what happens and see what I get. And if your goal is just to sell puppies and shit and just do that, then that's when you could really see the difference between somebody that's doing their homework and somebody that's just breeding for money or just, throwing it out there and let's see what happens and stuff. Because that's why there's a couple of train wrecks out there when you don't have a vision to it and you're just believing like, oh, I'm just gonna put these two dogs together and hope for the best.
Right. And so this is Olga. Notice that head type is different. She has a more impact muzzle.
Yep.
More boxy muzzle. You gotta work your way towards where you're trying to get. And it's thick bone, thick body. He's not as long as the one I call Pepsi that I just put up. He's not as long or any of that. But he has more in the front, that top skull. He has everything. The wrinkle, the little short stop. Bro, you breed for what you're supposed to be breeding for. Like your overall vision and why you're doing it.
Hey, and you know what, Ernest? I salute you because I know you have this litter and you're showing the difference between the pups and stuff. Because a lot of people, they'll have pups and they'll just show the best dog from the litter and they'll hide the rest and they won't show. And
I'll show you everything.
they try to sell, I guess the program by that one pup saying, "Oh, my
Yeah,
stud or my female produced this. This is what this consistency is what we always throw," but they never show the rest of the litter, or you never see them.
right. You
Yeah.
don't.
You know?
You don't. Because my one thing, like you know me for the longest, bro. And one thing for me is always being transparent. And
Yeah.
I'm on my way to do something. And on my way of doing it, I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna have failures. But in my failures,
Of
I'm gonna be
course.
learning from it. And then
Yeah.
what? I've been waiting 5, almost 6 years to do this breeding. And then what I've been told you the longest the whole time, bro, is a 100% outcross. I know I'm not gonna get everything I'm looking for, but I know I'm gonna get one or two. And
Yeah.
truthfully, be honest, like be 100% honest with myself. The girl Philly that I like, she has slight similarities to what I want, but she's slowly changing. And the only one that stayed consistent is this one. And I'll be honest, I'll show you everything. I know this litter is not going
Yeah.
to be consistent because I have not doubled up on anything. This is all outcross.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, and what you're doing with those pups is you're creating a breed. So, you're
yeah,
just probably in maybe phase 1, phase 2 of it. So,
yeah, this
you
is
know,
two.
it's still the final product is not done yet. So,
I'll wait till that Gen 3, my boy. That Gen 3 about to be. Ooh. I can't wait for that. I got mad plans for that. But I got another Gen 2 on the move. We'll probably be doing a back-to-back repeat on this one, and I'll probably retire a dressery after that. She's just gonna stay my protector, my hold down the yard dog and transport worker.
yeah.
Address you?
Yeah, dresseria.
I know you wanted to touch bases on breed type as well.
Yes.
And I know that just like in the American and the oldie, there's different types, you know.
Same in the
Uh
Borble.
yes. Oh, and you know, I guess our breed is not like the Doberman or the Rottweiler, you know.
Yeah.
Ours is a little bit more complex, if you could say. Um,
Yeah.
but what is it that you wanted to touch base on it?
Oh man, like I want to point out, like, what's our head type? What do we like? Like,
Hey,
because
Jose, how's it going?
we can do the Johnson, the Scott, the Allen, but we have the classic hybrid bully type. And what should that look like? What should that be? Like, when we're looking at that classic hybrid bully type, what should it look like? I think it should definitely have a impact muzzle, super strong pronounced cheeks, a great stop, a shorter muzzle for sure. Then also that round, boxy head.
I think I have your dog here. Maybe you put a picture of her, so of her head.
Who's that?
Tookie's mom. Yes. I love her head tie. Pronounced jowls, great muzzle shape, that stop between that big top skull, just a box round head. That's bulldog when I see it.
Yeah, yeah.
And she looks a lot like what's dude's name? Bill.
Mm,
A lot like that dog. Which is what? Your boy's belly brother?
yeah. Diesel's belly brother, yeah.
Yeah.
And this, I like this head, in my opinion. This is one of GAM's production.
I love that.
That's baby Diesel there.
Yeah.
Who looks crazy?
Did she say he looks crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I love Baby Diesel's head, like especially male version. Super, super
Yeah.
stoked, like that box he got.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
He's over here making a mess over here.
There, you know what? One dog that I really liked his head too. He's no longer with us, but Martin produced that dog. Batman.
Oh,
His head was it
oh,
was crazy.
Batman was solid. Yes,
See,
man, I
that
like
head
Batman's whole
is nice.
build.
Yeah,
Yeah, Batman was
yeah.
he's
Batman's
probably
dope.
in my opinion, probably the top black American bulldog, hands down. That's my opinion. That dude is
Shit, if
super
he was
solid.
all white, I would have bought it from Martin.
I would hey. No, just because he's black, you ain't gonna buy him. I see how it is.
Nah, you know.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, I don't do color,
There's so
but
much
hey,
controversy about
that's
the
a
Black American
nice
Bulldog.
dog. Yeah, for sure.
He's a super, super nice dog. Martine, again, my hat goes off to you for that production. And still, again, I do like it sucks that he's no longer with us. I wish he was. I really
Yeah,
wish he
no,
was.
for sure.
I have some limits for that dude.
That
That's
dude was
why,
sick.
hey
Hey,
guys, that's why collecting semen is important.
Yeah, you never
no,
know.
true
Things
that.
happen
Yeah, definitely.
fast.
You never know. Yeah.
That right, like yo, if you guys are not hip to that, you can take your stud, you can collect him, you collect the semen, and you can put it on ice. That way, if anything happens to the dog, especially after he hits like 2 years or whatever, you still have him around to keep producing into your program.
True.
Like
That
many
is
people
true.
don't do that. You know, I'm collecting all mine for sure.
No, definitely. Yeah. If you feel your
Really?
dog is something that you want to preserve and keep, yeah, collect them
Yes.
because you never know. Just like what happened to Martin. I know Martin said, you know, it happened like on the blink of an eye, and
Yeah.
he ate a rag and then the next day he started feeling sick. By the time he took him
Yeah.
to the vet, man, it was too late already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like those things, like they just happen. You can turn your head, rattlesnake, car. You never know. Like you never know what's gonna happen to you.
Yeah.
So if you got a solid stud, that's a beast of a dog. You want to keep him around for generation on generation on generation. Collect him and put him on ice. Name him the
Hey, how's it
Iceman.
going, Aviles Bulldog Farm?
What up? I'm gonna put this puppy up. My arms are starting to hurt. It's all
Yeah, go for
fat mother. But
Yeah, things just happen fast, and it's hard because we think like, oh no, we're good, and they're young, and then boom, freak accident.
it. And you never
yeah,
know.
that's
Yeah,
the thing. Like no
exactly.
one. Everybody thinks we have tomorrow. Everybody thinks that we have tomorrow. We don't. We don't. Like we can only live in today, but we plan for the future. So
Mhm.
even in planning for it, you make preservations for just in case. Why you think you have insurance? Just in case. Collecting semen on a dog is insurance, just in case. But don't listen to me. I don't know shit.
Okay. I know who you are now, Aviles Bulldog Farm. Okay.
I myself ain't know. Uh
He's
so
on Instagram. Yeah, he
so
follows me. Yeah.
superstar over
Say that
there.
what?
I said superstar over there. He said, you got that leche boy?
No, it's a Coke.
Dr. Pepper.
Oh, there you go.
Water.
As long as you're hydrated, my boy.
Yeah, that's right.
But
So I know so we were talking about breed type, Ernest. Yeah, so what do you feel that you wanted to talk about our dogs, our type of dogs, right?
the best type of dog?
do you feel that was that the American
Oh,
Bulldog
no, being
Classic?
sarcastic. Yeah, but what do I feel? What?
So let me ask you this: so do you feel that the dogs of today, the classic American Bulldogs, are there kind of a better version of the original? I guess you could say Johnson dog.
You really?
Hey,
Man, I know.
hey,
I'm always gonna pick ours over the Johnson, always. But I gotta give credit to Johnson because if it wasn't for Johnson, we wouldn't be.
I
But
agree.
I think I do believe that it is a better version. I see
Okay.
way less hip problems, way less in our Johnson dogs. I see in our type, I see a lot more better structure in our type. Like
Okay.
it just is what it is. Like I'm just not seeing overall structure being presented in Johnson dogs these days. There, I see some. There are some like I got like Dixie Luxman has some that are really solid. What's his name? Levi Smith. He's coming up.
Yeah.
Levi Smith is really coming up and really seeing his dogs and really he probably and what's his name? Dre out in Texas. Those two gentlemen and Dixie, like what they're doing hand to hand, and probably hands down would be my favorite Johnson dogs. Like, but overall, the classic what we have, I think, is way bar none compared to Johnson.
Yeah, I think like what he said there. I mean, obviously that paved the way, right? Those dogs were cool.
Yeah.
I've said it before. That's what I like grew up and seen, right? That's what programs were modeled after. But
right.
I think at the end of the day, that was still like in the early stages, right? And some of the dogs that are more famous and more like popular and kind of like the staple dogs of they say where we got the breed from, then you're gonna dive into like, well, that dog was the American Bulldog that they created, but what was in it, right? And how consistent was that? And some of them, the older ones, still look like something that they were still creating, right? I feel like now there's dogs that are more like the finished product, cleaner, right? Some of them too that, and I think maybe what like Johnson and all that gives it the word, but I think what kind of maybe now like blurs the lines or people's mind is that people uneducated, right, or ignorant people, they use that word, right? Like, oh, Johnson American Bulldog. Is that a Johnson American Bulldog? Look at this Johnson. And I'm like, it's not how it works, right? We know that it's a bloodline and that. And I think like a lot of people just, or that's a Scott American Bulldog, or that's Heinz. Is like, no, it's nothing to do with that. It's just the same breed. So I think that's where it kind of gets messy. And some of the people that I see claiming those dogs, and they look like crappy, right? So, and I don't know your paperwork. Like, oh, let me see your paperwork. Let me see if that's I don't know, but you're claiming that and it looks crappy, right? So I don't know what's around still now, but the ones that I see, and I've seen people use them in the programs, and I could tell you they didn't keep those dogs, and they were kind of different than what the goals and what I see at the shows, right? But I would say now the ones now are like nicer. And
one thing that bothers me in like the Johnson community is like I don't understand, like people are like, oh, my dog is 100% Johnson. I get what they're aiming at, like, but you have a Johnson type. Once you start making your own, John D. Johnson is the only 100% Johnson. True. Once you start making your own, your dog is now yours. I have a Johnson type. You can't call it 100% Johnson. You're doing your own thing, and it's a whole nother yard.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could say the blood, right, or the line,
Right.
Because if they're still breeding them, because that's another thing that sometimes people say, like, if I bought 2 dogs from Dennis and then I breed them, well, I'm gonna say, oh, that's my blood. Well, it's not really, right? It would still be that blood, or when you buy the dogs, what you're searching for is not that blood, it's the blood that dog had, right? So, which I think for those people, if they're still doing Johnson Johnson's, like, well, yeah, because you just bought 7 dogs from the same person that they all produce, so that's what you were,
Yeah,
but other people,
else's.
it's not like 100% because then it's like, oh, a female from this, and one of them was it, and then they just say like, oh yeah, it is Johnson, and then because the dad is, or because the mom was, or the grandsire, they kind of just use what sells, right? Like people use parents of dogs. The other day, some people posted some dogs, like some puppies, and I wasn't sure who the parents were because they only talked about the great grandparents of the dogs. I was like, hold on a second. That one of those dogs is dead, and the other one is this. How can those dogs be the puppy? And come to find out, it was just dogs that were in the pedigree, right? So
they didn't have nothing to do with the production of those pups.
Nothing to do, and some of them weren't even related in the way. So I see that happen, but I think that's all kind of part of it.
I want to agree with Jose. I do believe, like, in our type and what we have is a little bit more widespread, like to be more muscular and athletic than the Johnson. The Johnson itself is a taller, more boned dog. But as far as like what he's put, like bigger head, no. How is breathing? Johnson mix.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, he was like, how is breathing qualified in Johnson dogs? I don't have a Johnson dog, so I don't know what that breed is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, probably just in the type. I think maybe, I don't know about in the Johnson per se. But again, that's where we go to where it's like, it's the type, right? And those people, if you're not talking to like a dog, person, then that's what they're referring to, right? Like the type of dog, right?
Any Johnson dog I've had, it was always a great breathing dog. Like they breathe really well.
Yeah.
Like,
so
I've never had one I couldn't.
For the regular people, right? It would usually be like the type of Scott and Johnson type, right? And nothing to do with blood, or just 2 types that people would say. So they would say like, hey, what are one of the things? So I'm sure they probably talked to somebody that's like in the dog realm. That's like, oh yeah, they breed well and they're this and that. Like, I don't know, man. I just want a puppy because it's cool. So then what would be a test, right? Because people say that like, oh, they breathe clean. Okay, so what does that mean? So to regular people, I don't think there's a test, but usually you could see it, right, visually. Like if they're nares, right, it's going to help. But you could hear that, right, when they're, running, they're really fast, right? Or if they're playing, and that's like that, like the chainsaw. We've, some of these dogs they look, badass, but they can't breathe. Then we seen them like, almost passing out, or so that one is not like an actual test, but I can tell you, hey, let the dog go run up and down, for even a few seconds, and you'll see who's huffing and puffing. And it wouldn't be because of conditioning. It would be, this starts closing up, right? Because of, that's just, how they are. Their nares, they can't breathe. Yeah, the palate and their nares.
Palate is, What is that?
What's that?
Can you put Bulldog from what you say? Honestly, the further back I care about is the grandparents. That's mostly the dog. I agree with you, like to a point. I do look at the dog in front of me, but the dog in front of me still portrays what's behind the dog. Depending on, like, especially how we breed, where we have a lot of heavily line breeds and even going to the point of inbreeding, I think my whole pedigree genetic is important. Because if my genetic pedigree isn't being consistently to produce the dog in front of me, then why do I give a shit about the dog behind it? Because the dog behind it ain't doing nothing for it in front of me, then I might have to wipe it all away. Like the grandparents may not even produce anything. So if the grandparents aren't throwing genetics to, let's say you have the grandparents didn't throw anything genetic to make a son, then that son's not throwing anything genetic to make a grandson, then I got to look at the grandparents. Then I got to wipe it all away. Because if my genetics aren't being carried further than just the grandparents into the future, then none of that's important.
Yeah.
Like,
No, definitely. And I feel that with let's say going back to the Johnson, the I guess the creation of the Johnson dogs during that time, and I feel even looking at pedigrees from there, it's a lot of scatterbred dogs in there.
a lot. There's a lot of scatterbred in
So
there.
their type changes as well, because
Like,
they
I
don't
don't
have that
understand. Like,
consistency.
Yeah, because it
no,
was
that's just
early and it wasn't. I mean, if you created
no. Even still
dogs,
today,
the dogs that we like,
Yeah.
right? Well, and we've seen it pull back. I mean, 5, 6 generations. Sometimes something comes out in there, right? It's not like you say, hey, the dog in front of you and the dog behind them. But I've seen some stuff comes out and it's like, well, that doesn't look like none of these 4 dogs that we can see are 5 dogs, right? And it's how they're gonna click, how those 2 dogs are gonna click, together. You could think that, hey, they're gonna look like this because this is what I want, and then together they don't make it, just mixed up, right? But I don't think that was,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
you go so far back, maybe it's not it, but that there wasn't enough dogs to pull from, right? That were that good looking, right? Or that were breedable, because you're still making the breed, right? And
That's true.
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
well, they're scatterbred because you're putting stuff together.
like,
That's the only thing
I
I
don't
can think of.
know. Like, I had somebody offer me a Johnson dog, and I was like, yo, I really want, because, I want to bring Johnson in because there's some things I want to do with it. And he was like, all my dogs are the probably most heaviest live grade Johnsons you get. And I get the pedigree. Bro, it was nothing. There was no live breeding in this. It just said Johnson all through it. Like, just because it says Johnson, nothing's live bred in it. That's all scattered as
Yeah.
all get out. Like, yo, what am I gonna do with this?
Yeah. Yeah, and that happens because I
You're gonna,
Yeah, because I sent it to you. Like, yo, what's this, bro?
yeah, you're gonna pull a lot of
This
different
is
stuff
not
from
gonna
there.
help me. Yeah, like I'm creating a breed, but I'm trying to make tighter lines. So what is that gonna do for me? That's about to loosen up everything I've already started.
And you know what?
Yeah.
And even if you're gonna breed 2 dogs that might be scatterbred, just try to make sure that each dog complement each other. Phenotype, they're about the same and stuff like that. At least there's a slightly chance that you'll get something similar to the parents and stuff. But I always see it that when it's scatterbred, you're gonna get scatterbred.
Right. If you
Yep. And then say a prayer.
Exactly. And say a prayer. Exactly.
Yeah.
Once you breed it, like, you better say 3 Hail Marys in this bitch.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah. Here we go. Like some Mario
right
Brothers. But like,
in front of you. Yeah, that's exactly. It could be doubling up. Yeah, just like you double up on the good, then you double up right
all the bad.
on the
And
bad.
then, but like, they're going to what
And
Dennis
and
was
you know
saying,
what? And
2 dogs, right? Like
yeah,
what you were saying, with 2 dogs in front of you. I always believe in this right here. This is how I do it. It's dog to dog, the 2 dogs. Meaning, if for me, dog to dog, what health do they have? The health structure, temperament, that's dog to dog. Frame to frame.
yeah,
What is their structures? Their structures complement each other. Can we get something out of that? Then it's pedigree to pedigree. Dog to dog, frame to frame, pedigree to pedigree. Best way to mark those 3 boxes. Then you ain't got to do 3 Hail Marys. Is it 3 or 7 Hail Marys?
I
Yeah.
would still do them.
The Hail Marys?
Yeah, at least.
no,
You gotta
definitely.
make sure.
And going back to Pasu
I ain't
comment,
throwing up
yeah,
a prayer.
you might be doubling on the bad genetics, just like Gabriel said too. You'll be doubling on the good stuff as well. But shit, to find out the fastest way, whether you have bad genetics in there, shit, start inbreeding and see what comes out from there. That's how you're really gonna find out if you have bad genetics in there.
Because this is going to come out
And you start
quick.
selecting. Yeah.
Yeah, speed it up.
Yeah.
Real fast.
You going to speed that up real quick. Yeah, inbreed that.
And you
Inbreed.
know what?
So once you do it,
Go ahead, Ernest.
no, go ahead. Go ahead. I was about to start clowning.
No, I was gonna say, man, don't be afraid of doing it, because you honestly
Right.
will know what you have in those lines, because if you just start pushing it away, it's still in the dog. You're just masking it, pushing it further back, but
Yeah.
sooner or later it's just gonna pop out again. So why not find out now? And like I said, selecting is key. You move forward with the right stuff. Hey, you eliminate all those bad genetics. Now you're like, all right, screw it. I don't, I'm not gonna mess with that thing no more.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, and even in the phrase where you said, "Don't be afraid to do it," I'm gonna be the number one person out here to tell you, don't. Like, you gotta take the risk at some point, and don't care what other people are saying or how they're breeding or anything else like this. This is your program. This is your goal. You need to figure out what's like your own opinionated fact. It's the only thing that really matters. So breed for you, breed for your knowledge, breed for your experiments, like your experience. Figure things out. Like, never be afraid of it. Because who even knows?
Yeah.
Like, your fear will ruin everything. It's gonna ruin everything. Man, just go for it.
Yeah.
Like, how many people told me I
Yeah.
shouldn't be doing this? And I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna do it anyway. But yes, I'm not gonna lie. I go to dentists about everything. Even in this breeding, I was excited. But then asked Dennis, I was like, bro, I don't know. I don't know if I should have did that. I should have did X, Y, and Z. And Dennis literally like, man, shut the fuck up. You're gonna have some monsters in there. So
just do
don't
it.
be afraid to do it, but make sure you got a hell of a somebody, like another teammate like Cam and Dennis, that sees what you're doing, that can keep you uplifted, because we're our own worst critic and we talk ourselves out of a lot of shit. So
No,
be your own best
definitely.
coach too and motivator.
And like Martin
Take the
says,
risk, deal
take
with
the
the
risk and
consequence
deal with
part
the
of the breeding. Yes.
consequences. Yep.
Comes
what
with
it
it,
is.
bro. Like, you gonna do the breeding,
Yep.
you take it. Scare money don't make it.
That's the way it
Yeah.
goes down.
Right.
Scared money
Yo,
don't
hey,
make
and
money.
they're both right. They're both right. Yo, you can't be afraid to do it. And
No,
what is
definitely.
it?
Trial and
Trial and
error.
error is how you learn. Exactly what I was just saying.
Yep.
You're gonna learn from your own
But
experience. Like,
you
like
know, now
anybody
you
can
have
tell
the
you this, that,
tools
and the
though.
third. Who?
Yeah, you have the tools to kind of not cheat, but you have the tools to kind of know if you're gonna run into a problem genetically. Now you can
Oh yeah.
embark and do all this shit ahead of time before you do
Yeah.
this breeding, and if you don't want to go through those headaches and stuff. But hey, the old school guys, that's how they used to do it, man.
Yeah.
Right. Like, old school, they didn't have all this. They couldn't test for the
Exactly.
HUU, IC, and NCL. You know, they were just throwing the
Yeah.
dogs together, not even knowing. But now we have all of that at hand. And so, at least breed, health test the ones that you're like, I don't know, this, that, and the third. And then once you health test
Yeah.
them, throw it together and see what you got, man. But
Yeah. Go from
just
there.
know, like, outcross, man, let's say you get 10 puppies. Now, outcross, only one or two of them are going to come out to the type that fits what you're looking for. The other ones may have certain things that you want, but not the full package. But in order to keep the full package, you got to pick the ones that have this part and that part, and then put the parts into something else so you make a whole part.
Yeah, and you got to figure out what you're willing to, like, give and take on which one, right? Like, okay, I need this.
Get you.
So I'm gonna put this, and what are you? Sometimes I see people sacrifice things, or you make sacrifices. Like, hey, I have these two dogs. This one has this one has this. What do I want more? Right? Is it whatever it may be?
Yeah.
Right? You're gonna go based off of that, the program, and then where you're at. Are you gonna take the fast way, the short way? You're gonna, sometimes I think it's better to take the long way.
It is.
Because it ends up, the short way ends up being the long way anyway. right? At the end of the
Because
day,
you go
Yeah, that's true.
backwards. Yeah.
yeah, you're like, and
Right.
it goes by fast. I mean, you think like, oh, it's gonna be forever. To like, man, next thing you know,
Yeah, no, it ain't.
yeah, you're like, oh shoot, right? Everybody's
Yup.
ready, everybody's took, everybody's
Everybody's in
you know,
heat.
of
And
age. Yeah, then you're like,
now you got puppies left and right looking like Cruella de Vil. Puppies, bro, you bugging.
yeah.
You done threw
No,
yourself in the air.
and it
Take
is
your
true.
time.
It's true what Gam is saying. Yeah, it's true what Gam is saying because I
Yeah.
remember he mentioned to me that he's like, man, I want to have a dog like Diesel, and I was like, shit, make a better dog than Diesel, you know? And
Right.
fucking he did a back breeding. I call it back breeding. Some people might call it inbreeding.
That was hit.
But he
That's
did a
a
back
hit. I
breeding.
wish I what?
And he produced this boy here to the right, you know, and
That's
to me,
off
he's
Daisy,
a better
right?
version of Diesel. Was that?
That's not off Daisy, is it?
Nah, that's off of
No,
Vagar.
that
Vagar,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's off a Diesel daughter. It's still a Diesel
Yeah,
daughter
yeah.
though.
yeah.
Right.
And baby Diesel's the dog on the right, guys. That's the dog I'm talking about. Diesel's the top dog. The bottom dog is
Capo bottom left.
yeah, that's grandfather to baby Diesel.
AKA Tookie Twin. That one look just like that. Like, not exactly, but he has hella similarities with that dog. And that's one thing I love about Tookie. He's showing genetic. And what?
Yeah.
What Tookie, what did dude say? He was like, only look at grandparents. What Capo is 4 generations back. So it makes him the 4-time great grandparent on Tookie. And I'm seeing the genetics 4 generations back on him. So if I'm looking at the back of the pedigree, if that
So
back
they
of the
pull.
pedigree still ain't in front of me, then guess what? It's further, no matter how far back, like the pedigree itself, not just grandparents, great grandparents, all that, the whole 9 is important.
Yeah, and then when you get
All of
further out, then you bring it back, right? Then that's when you bring one of those to the front.
I mean, yeah, but like if you look at, this is one thing about the lines we got. I've been studying them for so long that I can see traits of dogs on my oldie litter that were produced 10, 15 years ago. So that's what I'm saying, like the consistency of the genetics and the pedigree you're working with. Go research that to see if it's still continued to seed today from dogs 4, 5, 6 generations back. Now, if you can see that from further back, oh, bro, the dog in front of you is always going to be there, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, but then not really. Because think about it. You're saying traits. Well, it's the same breed of dog, so yeah, I would hope there's still traits from the same breed.
Mine's an oldie.
But right? But it's not, but it's mixed. Right?
But
so
I still have the
but that's what I'm saying. But of course, because you're breeding, there's still the same dog in that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is you keep going further, it's not gonna be there forever. Right? And we know, come on, that's you can't go that far and be the 10 cousins ago, you're not my cousin no more. Right? So that's why it's important to bring it back.
How you know 10 cousins ago you ain't my cousin no more?
Well, because you're not cousins. That's not even related. That's my grandma's grandma. We're not, I don't know you.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with relations, bro.
It has everything to do with relations. That's genetically, you're related. You're related to your brother because of genetics, not because you call him brother. Right? At the end of the day, it comes to genetics. That's what happens, right? So if Michael Jordan is my great great grandpa, Michael Jordan, right? And then Michael Jordan's my dad, there's a difference. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Dennis, you feel me, right? Is that
yeah, I see what you guys saying. No. I get you guys.
It goes away eventually. It goes away eventually.
That's the problem. Like, okay, that's the thing.
That's why inbreeding is important. That's why line breeding is important. That's why like back breeding is important. because you can't just breed it to a dog once and say, okay, cool, now I'm done. I'll never, right? You're gonna have to use a relative.
Oh, okay. Now I'm
Yeah,
with
you,
I'm
you
with
start
you.
line
Okay.
breeding and
Yeah,
It
stuff.
took a
Yeah.
minute.
you're
All
gonna
right.
are you gonna
It
lose
took
it?
a minute. I'm like, yo, where are we going?
No, yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying. I see what
yeah,
Gabriel is
yeah, like
saying and
because I'm still
stuff.
gonna have to. Yes, you're right.
yeah,
But what
Yes.
made me into our lines is what I saw consistency generations on
The
generation on
genetically that
generation.
was in the
Yes,
dogs. Yeah,
but
yeah. I see
in
what you're
order to
saying. Yeah.
continue it, yes, I'm going to have
yeah,
to
yeah. You
inbreed,
can't erase the
hybrid,
past.
factory.
Yeah, you
No, no,
can't
no,
erase
no.
the past, but you could. The
But we
future
can
is
keep the past here. Yeah, we can keep the past in the
yeah,
future.
but you got to
Yeah,
bring
yeah, yeah.
some of that with you.
I'm glad it took us 12 hours to get there.
Hey man, you were going
Hey, it
somewhere
is
else.
I
what
know,
it is.
and so there, for with that too as well. It's depending if you want to clone certain dog. You know, it depends how you guys achieve it and get to it.
Right? that
Yeah,
was a nice
No,
little
that was a good discussion. I'm glad you guys
yeah.
understood each other because
Right,
I
finally.
knew what Gabriel's point was going, and I know what you were saying, Ernest. So, but I wanted you guys to discuss it. I'll be like, okay,
I love how you're like you're the mediator between all this. Like you're like, hey, I see what you're both saying, but wait till they get to the like, yo, what?
oh.
Ah, hey, whoa, don't be doing
Hey,
that.
Ernest was thinking about all the people that he calls cousin and was like, we're not really cousins.
Oh no, never.
Look at he said, if I don't see you on Thanksgiving, we're not related. Exactly.
So you ain't gonna never see me.
Bro, I'll see you on the holidays at least once a year.
It's like how everybody show up for Easter and don't go to church on any other Sunday.
All dressed up.
Yeah, yeah, with their Sunday best and their Jordans.
That's crazy.
Wild, bro. Well, yeah, man. But the whole goal, man, is just to breed consistency, and in breeding consistency is to get that structure. That's really the biggest point of all of this. Is structural breakdown, rear angulation, top line, shoulder layback. Do we have any? I think I sent you one about rear, like where we can actually see and break down rears.
Don't be sending no
hold on.
pictures of the
Everybody just,
rear, dog.
Oh yeah,
hey
I got it
boy, I
right
got
here.
them like this. Hey, you got my.
Yeah. You said, oh, this the wrong one.
That's the wrong one. Hold on.
Let me find out, dog.
Let me find out. Yeah. So what is this? The very front one. Like that is correct. Let me see. I gotta lean in this one. Yes. That last one, not so much. Yeah. So this is breaking down your skeletal of what the rear should look like, and then also you can see in the diagram, like where the rear should be up under the hawk. I mean, the hawk should be right up under the rear. Anything that's overextended, is overangulated. Anything that's straight up under, straight stifle, what I call stripper pole. Like
Yeah,
stripper pole legs, oh, and no. Can't do those.
That tail set like that gives it a good perspective.
It does. It does. It really, really does. Like that's the best diagram that we can really break down. I think there's another one.
did you send it?
I don't know. I gotta look. Yes.
Oh,
I did. It's in that same photo, like right above the one you just said. Posted up.
let me see.
No, not that one. No, I'll send it to you again. It is this one right here. Then also we can look at this one. There's two of them I just sent you.
I have one. Maybe you could talk about the Turner cycle on this one.
Yeah. Well, I like that one, but you really can't see it. But that dog is over angulated. I think he's over angulated. Like he has good Turner stifle, but the hawk just to me goes out too far. But that is a different breed. That is a pointer, so I can't slide on that. I don't even know if that's a pointer, but that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
A German short hair, what they call them, GSPs.
That's in some American Bulldog pedigrees.
Shots fired.
It's for the color.
Do you get that one I sent you?
Which one?
Yeah, I got him.
What if he puts the wrong picture that you send him?
Hey, you don't want those. When you put the bottom one where it shows correct and incorrect with the red line.
Yeah.
That way we can really see where the Turner stifle should be, where the hawk should be, where it all falls right in line. He's scrolling through all his pictures right now.
All the ones you sent him.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be very careful.
Hey, can't be letting out those secrets.
You're going to be like, oh, whoa.
Whoa, like, hey, yo.
Oh, why he in the whelping box like
what
that?
registry is that in?
Oh, whoa. What kind of movement is that? What's up, Dennis?
I just realized chair?
All right, here it goes.
Oh, yeah, he's putting that mug together. Yeah, it's a new chair. He was putting it together the other day, and I'm on the phone with him. And didn't even talk to me. I'm like, bro, get off the phone. You can put up your chair.
That shit looks tight.
Yes.
Yeah, I was getting frustrated. I was about to break it.
I was you were.
You guys want it?
So this right here, this breaks down literally where your Turner stifle should be. The Turner, like you got the hip bone. You know, I'm not a bone analysis, but whatever, the femur, whatever you want to call that. You got the hip bone, you got that bone that's coming out right to the patella, the hawk going back. That's the bottom one is correct Turner stifle. The other one's just over angulated. It has a Turner stifle, but that hawk just extends out. And the dog is sitting high on his pastures. That's another thing too.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I see that a lot in the show ring. You know, they when they're stacking them, you know, they think they're doing, I guess, good for the judges. And there's some judges that will tell you, like, no, you're overextending the dog. Like, I need to see the hogs, you know. And that's why I like to do is I like to bend the knee and just place it down right beneath it, so you could see all angles from there. Yeah,
and I've done it, but they're like all stretched down and then this was spread out.
So we should do one where we actually take our dogs. Good. Right. Like we should do one where we can actually like somehow take our dogs of our own and stack them out. You know, just so people can see how we stack dogs or this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
I'll just do a video. That's gonna be a lot easier. A tutorial.
And we ain't no professional handler, guys. You know.
We're not professional handlers, but we still know what we're doing.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm not running around the Westminster Eukanuba or nothing like that, but I will be one day. I bought a suit. And
there you go.
You see, I can see you in like a red velvet suit.
Hey, you already know I'm pinky.
Right? I see it.
Yeah, bro. roll around in my limousine with the yak, boy.
There you go.
The $300 suit.
The 3P with the little vest.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll do that all day.
I can see it.
I think the last time I did that
With
was
the
at
hush
prom.
puppy.
With the hush puppy.
With some red
Yes,
velvet,
there's another one.
red velvet shoes, red suede shoes.
So this one right here I really like as well. Because it's really breaking down like where each, like, where you're laying the dog. And if you even look at the feet where things are incorrect, you see the dog is up on his tippy toes. So that'll help break it down. If you're looking at your dog and you're stacking, look down at the toes, like, okay, now my dog's high on this pasture. And in a correct stack, like one's in the middle, top middle, correct stack, your dog's gonna be right, nice and tight on his passion. Like you'll know it. You'll know it when you see it, you'll know it when you learn it. All right. That's literally it. Like it's trial and error, but it's still the best way I can tell you. Like when you're stacking your dog, go get a huge mirror because you can't really see the dog when you're looking down it.
No.
So you can go to Dollar General, whatever, and get like one of those, the long mirrors that go this way. Take that bug and sit it down, turn it sideways, sit it down on the floor somewhere, and then start stacking your dog so the way you can look at your dog from across from you. Then you can really see where your dog is, like where you're not stacking your dog correctly. That's how I had to do it. I even got a big mirror right here. I could do
it. You know what? I think maybe I don't know if a lot of people don't know this, but if you control the head of the dog, you control the body. So when you're stacking
like
the dog,
everything.
Yeah, but see, a lot of people don't think that. They think once they grab the dog and they're looking around to see if the dog's legs are straight, and you're moving his head, his whole body.
You moving his head, he start going forward.
Yeah.
Like yo, that's a lot of If I had to snap into a Slim Jim.
There you go.
But fellas, we're approaching that hour mark.
Yeah, no, we're there already, guys. It's a good one.
Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Good laughs.
Yeah, definitely.
Good education.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, solid.
That's why we could be honest.
But hey, guys, just so y'all know, we got another one jumping off tomorrow.
If you weren't sick of us already,
man.
Yeah, right. If you weren't sick of us already, two in a row, baby.
We're doing back to back.
Back to back. Like lethal weapon coverage. Back to back, bro.
Yeah.
And we will be featured.
If there's any stuff you guys want to talk about or go over, or anybody want to jump on, send any of us a message.
We'll definitely
DMs or something, and we could work something out, or we'll bring that stuff up, or want to bring somebody on and ask for that $50 they owe you. Whatever. we're here for it, right?
That's why we let loose. But tomorrow we're gonna be featured on Sykes Pups podcast. We're really excited for it. He's an oldie producer. He got a show coming up in Arkansas. You guys tune in. It's gonna be really exciting. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it.
No, definitely.
It's gonna be a little
different.
Be
tomorrow, guys. That'll be tomorrow. 6 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock Central time, and 9 o'clock Eastern time.
Baby, I'll be on that 9 again.
There you go. It's time for Ernest to go to bed.
But guys, it's been real. As always, I salute you on my way out.
All right. See you on the next one, guys.